Today I want to talk about why you should put on a mask, right? And bear with me. I'm not talking about you actually being ingenuine or not yourself and put on a mask, right? But putting on a mask. Now let me explain that. All right. Putting on a mask is something that's generally known as being ingenuine, as I've explained a few seconds ago. But the putting on a mask that I'm talking about is the one where you do your things under the radar, right? You are not so much a person who can be easily detected from the radar. That's the mask that I'm talking about. You have been with me from the very scratch. You know that the name of the channel was not Forever Young, but Anonymous Adventures. And I had my reasons for that because I came with the idea of operating under the radar, right? Undetected. And I know that there was also a short that I've created or I've posted a few months ago talking about me actually appearing ingenuine when I don't show my face to you guys. But that has nothing to do with that, right? You can be genuine, but not singing around like everywhere that you're genuine. That's what I'm trying to say. That you should put on a mask, but do not lose your identity. Keep your identity, but be that someone who is not easily detected by the radar. That's what I'm talking about. And here are a few reasons why I feel that that's something that you should do for yourself. Firstly, it's that it helps you to actually do what you know feels right, what you know is right for yourself. When nobody knows a lot about you, or when you don't have a lot of eyes expecting something from you, you actually operate at the highest sense of who you are. Think about it. Or let me just make an example about myself. The first time I was exposed to YouTube, it was back in 2019. And I was listening to this one guy who speaks. It's like he has a podcast on YouTube. This guy, he's a great speaker. Let me be honest. Well, I won't say much about him, but yeah. And it sort of triggered something in myself that I knew about myself that I'm capable of, but I wasn't necessarily investing in. And that's the ability to speak, right? Today I didn't actually script this like what I'm saying now. So yeah, just that away. But it triggered something in me to say that, you know what, man, I can do this. I have the potential to do something like this. But for some weird reason, I didn't invest in that, right? I knew that I could be someone who can speak, and I believe I have great communication skills, but still, I didn't invest in that part of myself until about recently. I think it was last year. That was when I was like, you know what, enough is enough. I'm gonna do this thing. So that's number one. And then the second could depend on the type of person you are. With me, I hate flashlight, right? I hate being in the sport. You know, I dislike attention. I don't want to use hate because that's a strong word, but I dislike attention. Well, we could extend it to say that I hate attention. Yeah, downright zero. I hate it. So if you're that type of person, it also links to the first one that I mentioned, that you actually do things out of your genuine self. Yeah, it speaks to this one as well, that if you're someone who doesn't like the sport, then you also get the time to furnish who you are, to just do things out of your basic sense, right? So, yeah. And then with, yeah, I just want to go back to the channel transitioning from Anonymous Adventures to Forever Young. And I just hope to take out a point and give it to you guys that you're going to pick and use that as we adventure further. It was Anonymous Adventures, as I've mentioned, that was the name of the channel before it became Forever Young. Both the names, they resonate and they talk something about me. It was Anonymous Adventures to say that I am someone who likes the adventure, like the exposure, not the flesh, but the exposure. Like expanding my comfort zone every so often. That's who I am, but I like to do it anonymously. If you were to look at the profile picture of the channel, it's me on a mask. And I can still say that showing my face doesn't necessarily mean that I'm no longer anonymous, right? It's Forever Young. And then there's this face, right? I represent adventurers, okay? I represent people who go by the idea of living life alongside their young self. That's what this face means. But then I also want to bring emphasis on putting on a mask to say that when I say you should put on a mask, I'm not trying to say that you should now focus on doing dodgy things, funny things, as I like to call them. No, that's not what I mean. Be yourself. Like I've said, or like I love saying, genuinity, authenticity, those two terms, and alongside vibrancy, they make an adventurer. They make someone who identifies as young. So, in summation, keep that vibrant and adventurous part of yourself alive. Just don't focus more on the attention, the recognition, because this is something that's going to most likely ruin your character. And I'm not saying do not explore, but just do so as an adventurer. And by the way, if you want to live a vibrant and adventurous life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Till next time.